Every fighting game has guessing. I don't know why there's like, there's a really weird stigma that like modern fighting games are the only games that ever had guessing in it. But the games that people pretend to like, like ST and Third Strike and CVS2, that new school players pretend to like, excuse me, have a shit ton of fucked up guessing on bullshit scenarios. A lot of people feel like modern fighting games have it worse, but it's just crazy. Especially my favorite saying is whenever I hear people say shit like any character, they'll say like Laura is not a Street Fighter character. She's just a Marvel character. She just mixes you up and stuff. I'm like, what about Fuerte in Street Fighter 4? Is Street Fighter 4 not Street Fighter? Does Fuerte not count as a Street Fighter character anymore? Or Seth, right? Seth doesn't cause mix-ups. Makoto in 3S, that's not a mix-up character. So Third Strike's not Street Fighter. Street Fighter 4 is not Street Fighter. Rolling in CVS2, Jesus Christ. Yeah, roll cancel electricity. Fucking hell. There's so much bullshit in all those games, right? Just because those games are good, and so are modern games. But yeah, Street Fighter 4, she is definitely, Viper. Game's not Street Fighter. Yeah, ST Boxer, Jesus. Yeah, those games don't count. None of the Street Fighter games are Street Fighter. Actually, I've determined. No Street Fighter game is Street Fighter. ST Vega? Ugh, God. Yeah, or Ol Hawk.
If you don't know who that is, check out Superman the animated series.
Yeah, though that ST is not Street Fighter either. It doesn't count. You're labeling SF games with really weird and abstract characters that don't fit the rest of the cast. ST Vega is a really weird and abstract character that doesn't fit the rest of the cast. Vega is an abstract Street Fighter character? What about T-Hawk? Or, what about Blanca and CVS2 or Balrog? Those are abstract Street Fighter characters? Yeah, Yun's not a Street Fighter character? What are you talking about? I'm confused. All I'm saying is this, that every good fighting game has bullshit in it, right? Every good fighting game has bullshit in it. It has to. If it didn't have bullshit, it would be boring, right? Hear me out. If a fighting game didn't have bullshit, it would be boring, right? Imagine any fighting game that's like, actually, there's no bullshit. It's just straight up, like both characters have one move. It's like a sweep. It does like 10 damage. And that's all you can do, right? Or something like that. If there was a fighting game with no bullshit, it would suck. It'd be a bad game, right? Bullshit is what makes fighting games fun. You need some bullshit in there. It's got to be fun, right? If it's just straightforward and dry, it's not interesting. Those games are generally much less fun, right? There has to be bullshit in there. Otherwise, it's just straight up kind of boring. So what I'm saying is that every game has bullshit. If you don't like the bullshit in the game you're playing, then you should find a game that has bullshit that you like. Right? No, think about For Honor. For Honor was like a fighting game-ish concept, right? But the problem is For Honor had no offense. There was no unreactable offense. So it was just a boring, turtley, like defensive shit game, right? For those same reasons. Right? Every fighting game has bullshit. You can pretend like the old Street Fighters or old fighting games don't have bullshit if you want, but they certainly do. And I think calling a character not Street Fighter is like such a weird thing to say, because old Street Fighter games have characters like the characters you're looking at. So like, I don't know. It's strange to me. I don't really understand the logic. Or maybe it's a lack of logic. I don't know. If you have perspective about it, I think you'll see that every Street Fighter game has had some dumbass character that makes you guess hella and feels like you're just getting randomed out. But that's just an archetype in a fighting game, right? You just have to deal with it. And if you don't like it, then maybe you shouldn't play fighting games. Or don't play that fighting game. I don't know. I don't know what you want.